G'day, I'm Michael Thompson. I'm a BigFix technical advisor based in Melbourne, Australia for the Asia Pacific region. I'm here today to talk about the Log4j and Log4Shell zero-day vulnerability found in a software library, Log4j, which is a logging library used by Java that exists in so many devices over the world. The CV number for this vulnerability is CVE-2021-44228 and it has been given a base CVSS score of 10. It affects all versions of Log4j from version 2.0-beta 9 through to and including 2.15, and there's also been some reports that this may also affect some versions of 1.2.x. So why such a high rating? Well, it's the simplicity of it combined with the prevalence of this library. Java is widely used in many devices and applications. It was first discovered in the game Minecraft and has huge implications for businesses globally. This exploit is estimated to exist in over 100 million instances globally, and an attacker using this exploit with a specifically crafted string could lead to remote code execution on systems. Now, the first step to mitigating this vulnerability is to understand the impact, and that is where BigFix can help. The first way we help is at the platform level. Regardless of what module you are using, BigFix at a platform level has the capability to help discover and report on instances of Log4j. Here you can find a link to our BigFix forum where the community, led by our very own Jason Walker at HCL, have developed a simple scan task to find all the occurrences of Log4j, as well as an analysis to analyze and compare the information against known problems using checksums. Let's have a look at how this works. So here's a link to our forum. On here we've got a scan task and an analysis task. We can download those and import them into our BigFix environment. Once we have imported them, we have a scan task that exists. What we do is simply deploy that task across our fleet of systems. This is OS system agnostic and will work on any of the OSs that you may have in your environment that's got a BigFix agent on it. The reporting of this particular task will write out the files to a file system on the client, and then we have an associated analysis which will pull back this information. This analysis reads that scanned data file and pulls back information about the jar files that it's found, as well as doing some checksums. What we can then do is jump into our web reports and search for that particular property, Log4j, and we can display the information for the systems where we've found that occurrence. We can then export this to a CSV if we want and explore at greater length. The next way we help is at the BigFix inventory level for those customers that are using BigFix inventory. Here you can see a link on our forum that has a signature file and details about setting up that signature file for scanning for Log4j files. Let's have a look at how that works. So here's our forum entry, which details the steps to setting up this particular scan for Log4j. We have a link to the actual signature file to import as well as the instructions, but I've done this already, so I'm just going to show you the outcome. So here's my inventory system. I've created my signatures. I've done scans with the new catalog with the signatures included for Log4j. I can go here to software installations. I can then configure my view and simply state that I want to report on a component that contains Log4j. Submit, and there's our results of the Log4j files that it's found. In order to keep up to date on all the latest developments with Log4j, please ensure you visit forum.bigfix.com. Needless to say, this is a rapidly evolving issue, and whilst our initial content is focused on finding Log4j files, this is by no means the definitive solution. The current solution I have demonstrated for the BigFix platform with a task and analysis works by identifying files found with the Log4j name, as well as performing a checksum on these files for known types. Sadly, with this vulnerability, there are instances where the Log4j file has been embedded inside of other jar files, and we are actively developing more intelligent content to scan all jar files on systems to discover where some applications may have embedded these Log4j libraries inside other jar files. Finally, when it comes to remediation, sadly there is no silver bullet here that will work for everything. Have a task. Some users may find that replacing their existing Log4j with a newer version renamed to the same name may work, but this is something that comes with no guarantees and needs to be tested extensively. We do, but I've included here, produced by our team with the very explicit warning that this is very much an as-is content and could cause breaking behavior, so please do so at your own risk. Ultimately, Log4j is the responsibility of the application owner. That is included in their product, and they would need to provide patch content to replace this. Once these vendors have released their content, BigFix can once again help in distributing and applying these patches across your fleet, be it in servers or workstations, Mac, Unix, or Linux, or with the power of BigFix. Until that time comes, knowing the exposures and where they lie is half the battle. Feel free to engage with your local BigFix specialist or technical advisor, or reach out to us on the BigFix forums, or engage with us through the request a demo, or contact us at links on bigfix.com. Thanks for your time.
If you enjoyed this video, please click like. If you'd like to be notified when there's updates, please subscribe to the BigFix TA YouTube channel. The link is below.